Hello, everybody. We have a bit of light flickering again this evening, but not a lot we can do about it. It's so dark. I hope everybody can see me and hear me. um, yes, Sandra. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. We've loads of chat going on this evening, I see. Welcome. Oh, thank you, Carol. Hi, Christina. Hello, Paula. Hi, Anna. Hi, Emma. Oh, you can hear me good. Cynthia can hear and see me. That's good. Hi, Judith. Lovely talking to you this week. um, thank you. Oh, thank you for all the congratulations. That was going to be the first thing I was going to say was thank you all this evening. We are, yeah, chuffed to bits. Thank you. It's lovely reading all the chat. Yeah, I think it's our fluorescent light, so really sorry, it's kind of like strobe lighting. Thanks, Ali. Oh, Sally got her advent calendar yesterday. That's super. Oh, thank you, Anna. Thanks, Alicia. Thank you, Brenda. Oh, we've got loads of people here already this evening. So we've got over 200 people already. That's not bad. First couple of minutes in. Okay, this is my favorite top. I just, I just love it. Thank you, Karina. Oh, thank you, Izzy. Frosty but sunny Oregon. Oh, it's actually frosty. It feels frosty here. I think it's actually warmer outside. Oh, Sharon got her advent calendar. Woohoo! I'm so happy. I'm always worried about the advent calendars that are going the furthest. So yeah, I hope everybody's arrives in time. We've certainly sent them in time. It's just down to the universe and all the postals after we send them, isn't it? Um, I'm afraid there'll be no red carpet. Thanks, Michelle. Thank you, Denise and Elizabeth. And calendar received to Brigitte. Cool. Catherine is in Tremor and is probably as cold as we are. Keris is freezing, because it's so warm in Scotland as opposed to Ireland. Oh, yeah, Keris is here for the weekend. So, um, cold in North Carolina. Oh, that's good. That's good. Cynthia, you have the calendar close by. Hi, Mary in County Cork, only down the road. And it's warm in Kildare in Agatha's cottage. You're getting loads of hellos there, Keris. I think if you can hear like a little click, 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 that's a kitten in there and she wants to come out and join the live. Oh, oh, that's nice, Carol. Hi, Karina. Uh, but yeah, we've had a great weekend. We've been really busy, but we've packed loads of things in. Curious to say hello to everybody. Are you gonna say hello here? Are you gonna wave here? It's kind of putting her under pressure, isn't it? So look, we realized this evening that we're dressed, like twinnies. I'm the chunky twinny. We're in our leopard print. You're the tall one. Yeah, yeah. So it's so nice to have company here this evening. Oh, Viv is joining us as well this evening. Well, you've had your little one. Oh, you are certainly not old enough to have a child that age, Viv, huh? Yeah, I have an almost 24-year-old and a 19-year-old. Yeah, I certainly don't feel old enough. Yes, Jason Keris is back in the hot seat. She's actually got a hot water bottle because she's so cold. I don't think she knows how I can stick the heat. I'm doing it for the environment and my pocket. Oh, Christina's youngest is 52. Oh my goodness. Oh, so yeah, we've had a busy weekend. We've spent a lot of time kind of out and about. We're just back from visiting Keris's granny that she calls Nanny, and we did a little catch up there. And yeah, just hope. So we had lots of new arrivals this week, but with all going on, I didn't get them photographed because I don't see her that often, and we'd loads to do. So Jenny waved to you, she said. I know I waved to everybody, and I know. Oh yeah, Kara said she waved back, Jenny. So so yeah, we had a few new arrivals this week, and I didn't photograph them. And to be honest with you, we're trying to tidy up after Advent calendar gate. So we have yeah, we're going to spend this week kind of tidying up the website. And I know that I do this when I'm sewing. Does anybody do this where you finished a project? So you've been planning a couple of projects, you finish a few projects. Do you clean up your sewing room and like put everything away and tidy up and empty the bins and give your like sewing machine a little clean out and hoover out the overlocker? Because that's what I do. So now that we've got all the advent calendars out, I think apart from one, and yeah, advent calendar gate, Viv. Calendar gate. Yeah, we have to tidy up the website. I'm sure there's stuff that's here on the shelves, not on the website, and vice versa. So we need to, yeah, we kind of need to do the big clean. So I've even been finding stuff on the shelves today that I know it's not on the website. We've loads of out of stock stuff on the website, and that drives me nuts. I hate going onto somebody's website and seeing sold out, sold out, sold out. So we have to clean all that up. So yeah, we're going to do like a deep cleanse this week of yeah, everything. So we left all the new arrivals to one side at the moment. Um, Michelle hasn't cleaned her sewing room for 6 months. That's because you've probably had a load going on. I used to do it after when I was making the Irish dancing dresses. So once we'd finish a dress, because the dress like took over our lives for a long time, we would give the place a good clean. We'd file everything away. We'd, get rid of all the leftover fabric. We would change all the needles of the embroidery machine, put away all the threads we'd used. So I feel, yeah, we need to do the big clean. So what I've done this evening is I've taken out the few new arrivals that we did put on the website, which is the Eglantine and Zoe fabrics. Hi Maria, how are you? And I've also taken out fabrics to kind of answer questions that I get. So kind of the FAQs, the frequently asked emails practically. So I thought I'd kind of do like a whistle top tour. Is that what they call it? Whistle stop tour around the shop, show you kind of everything that we've got, and run through the kind of questions that I get on a weekly basis. Like, can I use this fabric for this and this fabric for this? And what's the difference? Actually, the biggest question is what's the difference between? So, we're going to answer a few of those questions this evening. So, please, I know all you ladies are very knowledgeable, and a lot of people watch these lives back for kind of some of the answers and things. So, when we're talking about questions and answers and tips, please throw whatever you have into the comments because that would be great. That would be really good. So let me see. Clean the machine. Emma cleans the machine when it stops working. Oh, lovely. No, Rachel, I have to do the cleanup. I mean, the rest of the house might be an absolute tip. If you walked in the door, you think we were burgled. But I have to tidy the shelves and I have to kind of clean up and I have to clean the sewing room. But yeah, the rest of the house, yeah, if you saw, oh yeah, definitely needs a good old clean. Yeah, either that or ah. Okay, let's see now if I can kind of. I had to do the live last week, Harris, with all the chat on the screen because when I put the chat down, I couldn't, it just disappeared. So let me see. Mary is new to sewing, so she's great for any information on materials and patterns. Oh, cool. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of describe fabrics to you rather than, I'm not going to talk about composition and yada, 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 or how they're made or anything like that. Because I know that when I look on a website, so I've been like investigating knitting and stuff lately. So I can knit, but I can't knit like everybody knits now because it's all changed. And yeah, I want to know how something feels and I want to know how it's going to knit together. So rather than going into the science, I think we'll talk about the drape of things and we'll talk about like what fabrics go, you know, with what patterns. So I've got an absolute ton of patterns out. Um, Yes, Christine, I do like the massive cleanup. After Keris arrived yesterday, I did a hoovering and I did a bit of a cleaning up and we cleaned out the stove and things like that, which I should have done beforehand. So I should have done the nesting beforehand, but yeah, I didn't get time. I'd rather be sewing. So let me see now. My chat seems to have disappeared, but anyway. Keris, you might tell me if I'm missing anything, 'cause there's nothing on the screen. It's not coming up on the screen.
What, you have a question?
Have I? I have a question already, and I can't see it on the screen. I am so sorry. Let me
Do all
see.
European patterns, can they be printed in US letter format? So,
European patterns. I think, yeah, I think when you download your PDF patterns, you get the A4, which we use, where you get the A0, which we print on our big massive printer, and you get US letter format as well. Yeah. I'm going to leave this. I'm going to leave the chat across the screen. So yeah, here it is. Hi Tracy, you're welcome. We see everything on the screen. I love patterns and fabrics. Yes, me too. Hello to Mary. Okay, so we got in a few of the Eglantine and Zoe fabrics. Now, we got them in a couple of weeks ago. I only put them up on the website this week. I tell you something, I'm so far behind. We have a stack of fabrics out there that haven't got on the website yet. But yeah, once we do our big tidy up, they will this week. So feast your eyes on this one. This is a viscose twill. Um, So this is actually a good start to the questions. So what's the difference between a normal viscose that we use and a viscose twill? Well, it's all in the weave. So all the I'm sorry, do you know what? I'm actually reading questions and I'm getting distracted. So yeah, it's all in the weave. So if you look closely at the twill, if I get the light right, you'll be able to see that there's like a diagonal weave on it. So a twill is usually that little bit heavier. It feels a little bit cozier. It's a great viscose for the winter. So this one is, it actually feels quite substantial. So I think this one will be very easy to sew with. And my top tip for sewing viscose twill is to always start with a brand new needle because you can very easily get a little pull in your twill and you won't fix it because you'll get a little pull of a thread and it's just awful. um, so good to have you on the technology, Keris, because the technology has been so lacking, Haley. And also test out your overlocker before you do any overlocking because sometimes, and you know, I am guilty for this. I don't change my overlocker needles that often. So yeah, a microtex needle is really, really good on this because they're really, really fine and they're very precise and they're just lovely. Now I find them really difficult to thread, but once the thread is in, they are the best for the viscose twill. But again, as I say, remember to check your overlocker too because you can do all the best sewing in the world and then your overlocker can let you down. So this is a lovely viscose twill. It's a black, black, black background. It's really lovely. And it's got, um, it's got, oh yeah, it has been left to you all because I have to ask all the questions and the ladies have to write into the comments, Keris, and they're so good. So there's a lovely pinky colour, an off-white, and this almost looks like a little glitzy. It's not glittery or lurexy or anything, it's just a little bit of gold. So I think that's really nice. So that would be a lovely, it would make a lovely kind of party dress, I think. It would make a lovely outfit. It would make a lovely jumpsuit because it would just be so, so cozy. It would be really nice. We also have it in another colour, which is a lovely burgundy colour. Actually, you'll be able to see the weave better in this one. Now, I think you can probably see the diagonal weave better in that. So it is really nice and drapey. This one feels drapey-er than the black. I think the black actually feels quite heavy. Yeah, it does. It feels quite heavy. So that's really, you can see that it is still a lovely drapey fabric, but it's just a little bit cozier. And it's got the same patterns. So burgundy is such a great autumn winter colour, isn't it? I love that kind of amber colour that's in it there as well. So they're two viscose twills. And then we have another pattern. So we've got it in two different colours. And this is, what is this? This is a viscose. How lovely is that? So really lovely autumnal colours. So the background would be off-white, blush, pink. I guess the other colours in it are kind of making it look a little bit more kind of blush. So it's very pretty. Emma said the twills would be lovely for Zadie jumpsuit. It really would. It really would. So I love the pink and the amber. Of course, I like the pink. So I think that's a really lovely all-over pattern. It's not too kind of in your face. So if you like a pattern, but you don't want to be standing out too much, I think that's a really lovely one. And it came in a burgundy, but the burgundy is all sold out actually at the moment, so I'm not even going to show it to you. There might be a little bit of it coming up in a remnant during the week. And then this colour is fab. So this is a lovely green. So it's like a jade and a bottle green. So really beautiful colours. And a lovely like off-white as well, popping in the background. So yeah, they're the ones we got from Eglantine and Zoe. We haven't had any from Eglantine and Zoe for a little while, so it was nice to get them back in again. They did matching buttons, but somehow I missed out on ordering the matching buttons. I don't know how that happened, because I do love ordering buttons. So I have a pile of white fabrics here. So these are all knit fabrics that we have. So we've got loads of different types of jersey fabrics, and this is probably one of the most answered question, or the most questions that I get. So let me see, I'm just going to try and move this chat again. So yeah, what's the difference between all the different types of jersey? Because is jersey not just jersey? So we have cotton jersey, we have modal, we have bamboo, we have viscose jersey, and we've actually got modal and cotton as well. So this is, I'm going to start with cotton jersey. So cotton jersey is really your basic jersey, really, isn't it? So it's the kind of jersey where if you buy a ready-made t-shirt, it will probably be cotton jersey. Now, it'll most likely, when you buy it ready-made, it'll probably be like a blend, so it'll probably be cotton and possibly a bit of polyester. All of our jerseys are organic jerseys, and they're all Okotex certified. They're always really lovely to wear, really lovely to sew with because they behave. So they would be a little bit more, what would you call it? Less drapey than the next ones I'm going to show you. So really great for making t-shirts, for making pajamas. We have them in a load of different colours. So yeah, we've tons of colours at the moment. I'm looking over at them, masses of colours. So really lovely. If you wanted to make, say, like Christmas pajamas, you could use the pattern fabric like we have over here, loads of Christmas ones, and you could put a plain on the bottom, because generally the printed ones are obviously more expensive. So if you want to get a bit more bang for your buck, you could put in some plain ones to, I guess, keep the cost down. I would always pre-wash them because they are definitely going to shrink. So rather than you finding out the hard way and your lovely t-shirt that you spent ages sewing shrinks, you're better off to get rid of that shrinkage before you even start sewing it. Am I right? Have we all learned the hard way at one stage? So the next one is a viscose jersey. Now I knew by the feel of it, but I didn't trust myself. So viscose jersey is far more drapey. Paula agrees, yes. So yeah, viscose jersey is a lot more drapey. So again, those like cowl neck tops, wrap dresses that you buy ready-made, just if you're new to sewing, this will give you an idea of what it feels like. So it's very drapey, really swishy, has lots of movement in it. So if you make like a wrap dress, it's going to wrap across really nicely without being too bulky. If you make a full skirt, it's going to fall down really nicely, rather than if you made it from a cotton jersey, it would probably stick out the sides in points. I remember a couple of years ago making a lovely, well, it was going to be a lovely top. I thought it was going to be a lovely top. It had like a knot detail here in the middle, so it was all like draped in. But it never sat right, and I couldn't understand it because I'd made it properly. I bought a jersey, which is recommended on the pattern, but the wrap always kind of stuck and it always just looked a little bit weird. And then after I'd been sewing for a while and buying different jerseys, I realized that I needed like a viscose or a modal. And when I remade it in that, it just sat perfectly. So far more drapey. These are the plain ones. We've a good selection of these in stock as well. So the viscose jersey feels lovely. It drapes really nicely. It does feel not as soft as making a shirt for layering. I think the bamboo ones, Lisa. So they wouldn't be as soft as the next jerseys I'm going to show you, but they are really lovely. Now I think what you can do with these, and again I'm going back to a ready-made top that I have, is these look really lovely if you put a woven jersey front. So if you like hacked your pattern to put a woven jersey on the front and this on the back, you'd end up with like, you know, a nice little kind of dressy top. So if you used I know that I had planned to do this with one of the Sewing Revival patterns, which is basically a one piece front and back, like a batwing, all in one sleeve. Um, so you could use, yeah, to use your woven and your knit together. It looks really nice. The next one is really soft and it is the bamboo. So I love the bamboo for like vest tops because it's actually so warm. It's so lovely and drapey. It's just so soft, like it feels almost peach skinned. It's really, really soft and lovely. It's gorgeous for, yeah, layering pieces. It's lovely for anything that might have like a flow or a fall to it. Again, really great for wrap dresses, cowl tops, you know, something that you need to just fall and drape. It's really lovely and it's so soft. Makes the most fabulous knickers, I will say. Fiona said she lost 3 inches in Ponte fabric after washing and oh no, oh gosh. Thankfully, it doesn't. Oh yeah, that's true. It doesn't fray. Yeah, so Ponte can shrink in the wash too. Yeah, well, I suppose if it's possibly one of our Pontes, which are have a high content of viscose, it probably will shrink. So if you had a Ponte that had a high polyester content, it probably wouldn't shrink. So yeah, this is the. Could you make a roll neck in that? You definitely could, Emma. Yeah, yeah, you could. So yeah, the bamboos are really, they're so nice to wear. Really, really nice to wear. Has anybody got a favourite pattern that they make in any of the bamboos? Because I know we sell loads of bamboo and we've loads of lovely colours at the moment. We sell black, white and navy, probably the most. And we have a lavender colour that sells really well as well. Amy says that she loves jersey and it's a learning curve to choose the right one. It certainly is. Yeah, Yeah. Oh, the Galaxy Tee. Yes, one of your favorites, Paula. That would be so good because you could have nice, like, gathered sleeves and they won't be like big puffy sleeves. The bamboo jersey makes really lovely bishop sleeves as well because you get a nice poof on them without being big. So if you made something like this now in a cotton jersey, you would end up with a big poofy sleeve, whereas if you made it in any of the drapey ones, it would just drape really nicely. Izzy has made some cashmerette Concord tees in the bamboo. Oh, I bet they are lovely. Fiona says the Cross My Heart cami in bamboo is your favourite. Oh, patterns for pilots. Oh yes, Freya's would be really good too, Michaela. That is a good one as well. This is modal. Of course, I picked up a small roll of it. So modal feels quite like the bamboo. It's a little bit softer. You can see it's got a really lovely drape. That's two layers together. Um, it's slightly heavier. So if you wanted to know kind of in terms of thickest to thinnest, I would say that cotton jersey is definitely the thickest. Modal would be the next one. Bamboo would be the next, and viscose would actually be the lightest. Yeah, the viscose would definitely be the lightest. The Adrian blouse is really good for bamboo. Yeah, definitely. So this has the lovely feel, the lovely soft feel of the bamboo, but is slightly thicker. I must say, I really love the modal. Love the modal. And then the last one, because this one is a mix, and we have this in a couple of colours. Now, it only comes in a very small variety of colours. One is a mix of modal and cotton, and it's got a little slub in it, so this is really lovely. So we usually have this in a variety of colours, so you can see the little slub. Now this one can be a little bit see-through. I've made some tank tops in it and it's really nice. So it's got the lovely softness of the modal. It's got the drape, but it's got a little bit of better behaviour if you were cutting it out, say, because it's got cotton in it. So it will be easier for cutting out. So is bamboo easy to sew with? I think it is easy. Um, Definitely, of course, for all of these fabrics now, we're definitely talking about Maraflex thread if we can get it. We've put in another order for our Maraflex thread stand, so we're waiting impatiently for some new Maraflex thread. Either that or you use the stretch stitch on your sewing machine. I find bamboo quite easy to sew with, I must admit, and I love sewing with modal jersey as well. They would probably be my two favourite, yeah, my favorite, like, nice drapey ones because I just love the feel of them. They're so soft to wear. I really like them. Um, of course, they won't fray. You can sew them straight with your overlocker. I'm the sort of person who just sews and then overlocks after. It's just habit. I don't know if it's a good habit, but it's just the way I do it. Has anybody got any tips for sewing all these lovely um, stretchy drapey jerseys? I would most certainly say that if you were making something like, you could make, this is the Charlie jumper from Atelier Joub. If you were making, you could actually make one of these. You could make the Forget Me Not Vera top. I would definitely stabilize the shoulders because the drapey ones are just, they can like really grow. So I would stabilize the shoulder. Now, to stabilize the shoulder, I would usually use like swimwear elastic or lingerie elastic, so the clear elastic, or you could use a woven tape so that it wouldn't stretch at all. Um, Alicia uses the zigzag stitch. Maria is suggesting a walking foot. Izzy says the Hepburn tee in modals are amazing. Fab.
I think there's a question I was meant to do.
Is there a question, Karis? Oh, Donna, is it?
Yeah.
When using the Maraflex, do you wind the bobbin? Yeah. Donna, you just pretend that you're using normal thread and you just sew away to your heart's content. But the only difference is that you sew with a slightly longer stitch. But honestly, if you just used all the settings for a woven fabric with your Maraflex, it'll be fine. It'll work. It'll be lovely. And test it out and pull your like do a good stretch test and you'll just be amazed. Do you sew the tape on the stitching line? Yeah, that's what I do, Lisa. Yeah, yeah. Needle for the right fabric. That's it, Michaela. So I would always use either. I have a variety of stretch needles. So I have stretch needles. I have jersey needles. Does bamboo jersey behave differently when using cover stitch, i.e. more difficult? Probably a little bit more difficult, but what you could do is, and I actually meant to bring my can of it downstairs this evening, but I forgot. Oh, thank you, Agatha. I would, I would, so, okay, sorry, the cover stitch. I would either spray the hem of it. So if you're going to cover stitch the hem of your bamboo jersey, I would spray that with either spray starch, or I would use, and I just thought of this, I would cut a little strip of stretch interfacing and just iron it onto the hemline and then turn it up, and then you will cover stitch without any problems at all. So this is my most favorite thing to have found over the last couple of years, and this is a Violin product H609. We have it in black and we have it in white, and it is just amazing. So how amazing it is that it's a stretch interfacing. Now it's a two-way stretch, so it only stretches across the grain, doesn't stretch the other direction. What it does is it just stabilizes your fabric. It doesn't stiffen it. So, like personally, when I think of an interfacing, I think that's going to stiffen the fabric, but no, it doesn't. So you won't end up with like a silly kind of stiffened hem on your t-shirt. It'll just give you like it just gives you a bit of stability so that you can sew it easily. Because I know what it's like to fight with the cover stitch. It is fantastic stuff, isn't it? It's absolutely brilliant, really brilliant stuff. That has been life changing. So, if you were sewing, say, if you were doing a collar on or a collar band, a neck band, cuffs on your bamboo or your modal, I would definitely iron that on because it will put the joy back into sewing. Because sometimes these finer fabrics, they look amazing, but they can just test they can just test you when you're sewing. So if you're all prepared with your interfacing and your Marflex thread, if you have it, your correct needle, it'll just make life so much easier, won't it? Definitely. Or use Marflex with your normal sewing machine, Paula is saying. Yeah. Let me see, what else had I to show you? So that's all the different types of like plain basic jerseys that we have. And we have, let me see, hope I don't make anybody seasick this way. But we have, these are our viscose jerseys. So I showed you a plain white viscose jersey. I don't know what way I've put this down now. Makes hemming so easy. Am I planning to do a starter box this month? Yes, please God. And Agatha, yes. Oh, I'm going to pull out one of my favorite ones. So this is a patterned viscose jersey. I think I call this one cow print because I just think it's so cool. So see, that has a really lovely, lovely drape. So you can imagine this in your favorite like wrap top or wrap dress. We've got loads of wrap patterns too. I had a good look through before we came on. And then we have this other, no, I don't know, this one I think is just going to be, Alice has asked, oh bless her. This is a new one to us. This is bamboo and cotton, and like the modal and cotton, this one would just be easier to sew with. So you see where I've cut it there at the end? It hasn't curled or anything like that. So you can see it's going to be that little bit easier to sew with. So it has just a little bit more stability, but it still has the nice drape, and it feels so, so nice. So, so nice. Oh, thank you, Catherine. Just, oh, your grandson's doing driving lessons. How cool. And then we also have modal and cotton. So I think if you're thinking of using the modals and the bamboos and you don't fully commit to them yet, then The blends are a really great one to start off with. So this is a modal and cotton. So it has all the lovely modal qualities, but it has a slight more stability than with the cotton, which is great. So it'll just make things easier to cut out. And now you can see this one will curl a little bit more here on the end. So that's where your interfacing comes in, and it just makes your life so much easier. Cynthia's wondering what colour is that one? I'm not quite sure. What kind of recovery has the modal cotton got? That's, give it a stretch test and it just bounces straight back. It's really lovely. Let me see. And then in terms of, I'm not going to grab another animal print. Let me see, cotton jersey. So, okay, here's a cute little cotton jersey. Oh, the bamboo cotton jersey. Oh, this one is navy, Cynthia, but I don't actually know if there's much left on the website. This is one of the ones I have to check. So here's a cotton jersey, and you can see, you know, it's definitely more stable. It wouldn't have the nice drape. And there's more, I think you just have to get used to curling when you're looking at jerseys. Definitely. Louise, the jersey hems are popping up. Would overlocking the edge before hemming help? And your necklines gape terribly. Has anybody got any hints or tips there for Louise? She says her jersey hems are popping up. Do you mean like they're curling up? That's possibly where that interfacing might help. Overlocking the edge might, but I would imagine the interfacing would be good. And the necklines, do you mean that they're not sewing, are they not going nice and flat? Oh, that's a good one, Agatha. Yes, a wider, I like a wider hem actually on my tops and dresses because I think it just makes them weigh that little bit more. Yeah, deeper hem, good idea. Yeah. Okay, we're all going for the deeper hem. This is great. Yes, curling up. Okay, that's where you're either you're interfacing or you're deeper hem. Yeah, I'd say it sounds like your neckband is just too long, possibly. Um, use Wonderweb. Yeah, that's actually a good one, Alicia. I used to use that for ages. Yeah, I used that a long time ago before the interfacing. Christine uses clips to hold the selvages together whilst cutting out the curling jersey. Oh, yes, that is definitely a good one. Definitely. So let me see, what do we have next? Okay, so that's all the different types of jerseys. What did I, oh yeah, I found, so I usually think of like t-shirts and things when I'm thinking of jerseys, but this evening I came across the Nova jumpsuit. Now that definitely looks like secret PJs. I can imagine that in a bamboo jersey, and that would be just so nice. That'd be so cozy. The Rio Ringer is a lovely t-shirt. Now this one has like a cuffing on the end of the sleeve and on the neck. And I know that I've seen a lot of people using this, and the neckbands are, this neckband is really good, so it's drafted really well. This one, I think you can either use a jersey or you can use a tubular ribbing, which I'm going to show you in a minute. So you get some nice kind of retro vibes from that t-shirt. That'd be lovely. Let me see, did I have another one? We have a really great t-shirt pattern from Wardrobe by Me, actually. And I think this one is so good. I know that one of our Zoom ladies, Breda, has bought this t-shirt pattern. She just says it's absolutely brilliant because it's got so many necklines. So it's almost like the wave, or the Maven patterns, Somerset or the Gable tee. It's got a V-neck. No, that's not a V-neck. It's got a scooped round neck. It's got a V-neck. It's got short sleeves, a deeper V-neck, and it's got a vest. So it kind of ties in almost any t-shirt. It's really good. And Breda said it fits really well as well. So that's a great review. I think the next ones I have now are like sweatshirts. Yeah, I think so. How am I doing for time at all? Oh, yeah. Okay, I think we'll just get through like knit fabrics this evening by the sounds of it. So yeah, I thank you to everybody who voted for us to win the British Sewing Awards Best Retailer in Ireland. So that's really cool. So I found out while we were in New York, I got an email. I was checking my emails, of course, as you do, and found out, and I was actually so excited. We were in Central Park, and I was just so excited. So we were so thrilled, and it's all down to all of you guys for voting for us, which is great. It's down to you people for nominating us in the first place, and yeah, for voting for us. So that's like really exciting. I am going to print out our certificate and I'm going to stick it on the wall. I'm just so thrilled with that. It's just yeah, it's just so nice, so nice. Um uh Heart of the world. We have worked really hard this year, and we're just so thankful to everybody for yeah voting for us. It was just so nice, so nice. All our hard work. Well, do you know what? It's such enjoyable work. I mean, we really have the best job in the world. Now, mid Advent calendar gate, I'm not sure. It's like it's like myself and Caroline had the conversation during the week. That you know when you come home from hospital after having your first child and you go, never ever again am I going through that. So that's how I'm like with the advent calendars at the moment, but I mean, you know, it'll all wear off. But yeah, apart from advent calendar gate, we have the best blooming job in the world. So let me see, what have I got here? So another question that we get as well is about sweatshirting. So we have fabrics on the website called French Terry, and we have Soft Sweat, and most of them are by our favorite brand called Poppy. So um, the first one I'm going to show you is not a poppy fabric, but it's the cozy colours. And again, this is a question that I get a lot. We have a good range of colours in the cozy colours, and these are soft sweatshirting, and they are just to die for. They don't have a matching um Agatha stuck to one child. That's so funny. I hope you'll have the advent calendars next year. Yeah, once it all wears off, once I get back to sleeping properly, Agatha. So the cozy colours I love. I absolutely love the cozy colours because it's exactly as it says. It is cozy. So it's got a fluffy background, and generally what I do when we get new sweatshirting is I will try and get a photograph of the back of the fabric so that you see what you're getting as well. And we've also started writing what the percentage stretch is in all the fabrics. So if there is a stretch, we will write stretch. If it's a woven fabric and it doesn't have stretch, it'll say none. So these have a good stretch and recovery. They're not a plain fabric. They've got like little bits of colours in them. All the cozy colours have the same colours in them, but they look completely different in different colours. Babe, is that a trophy for the advent calendars? So yeah, these don't have their own matching cuffings. So we do have a range of soft sweatshirting that I'm going to show you, and it comes with a matching sweatshirting. We can get ones that almost match, or you can make your cuffing out of the cozy colours itself. So I find that, and I don't quite understand this because this happens at a lot of sweatshirting lately. So across the grain, there's nice stretch, but in line with the selvage, there's more stretch. So what I tend to do when I'm making a sweatshirt out of cozy colours, I will cut all of my front backs and sleeves, obviously, with the grain going the right direction. And then I will cut my cuffing going the other way because it's actually got more stretch, because I'm the sort of person who shoves her sleeves up all the time. So I may as well just live in 3/4 length sleeves because I shove them up. When I was in New York, I bought a sweatshirt because I had to buy a Tommy Hilfiger sweatshirt. And as much as I love it, the fabric just doesn't have the stretch. I really love the sweatshirt and it's so, so nice. But oh, first of all, I dropped my ear pod out. I can't shove my sleeves up because they don't go up because they're not stretchy enough. Um, I think I'm just spoiled now by my own fabrics. So I'm definitely saying that I'm preferring cozy colours to a lovely Tommy Hilfiger sweatshirt, which is something I thought I'd never say. Best. Oh, thank you, Viv. So that's the cozy colours. We have them in, yeah, a range of, I'm looking at them, a range of colours. Don't think we have navy at the moment, possibly. But yeah, they're really, really lovely. If you haven't tried them, you haven't lived. Then we have a range of organic, a sleeve. I know, Jenny, I know, because there is that day you want to have full sleeves. Yeah, yeah. And that red would make a lovely Christmas sweatshirt dress. It really would, really would. The poor quality fabrics of so yes, Haley. Yeah, exactly. Even though it's Tommy Hilfiger, which is gorgeous. Yeah, I'm so picky too, Lisa. Yeah. We have a lovely range of plain, organic, soft sweat fabrics, and these are so, so popular. Now, I did a lot of research before I committed to um, deciding that these are our our chosen sweatshirting fabric. So they're floofy on the back, really lovely, and they're like your normal sweatshirt on the front, and they are so, so soft. And yeah, we just love them. So we've a big range of colors because I can see them here behind me. Let me see. So they're all our colors over there. And you can see all the matching ribbing. So we've ribbing to match them all. Some of them we have cuffing as well to match, and it is my aim to have cuffing to match them all, as in these kind of cuffing. So I'm going to show you these in a minute as well. So yeah, these are really lovely. They have matching tubular cuffing, all of them. And another question I get asked is, what's the difference between the tubular cuffing and the cuffing on the card? Because I don't know, is it that fully explainable on the website? Yes, Catherine, she's with me this evening. Yes, she's home for the weekend. The holy grail of sweatshirting. Yes. So tubular cuffing is this, and it's in a tube. So I can put my hand in there, so it's not just a really narrow piece of fabric, it's actually in a tube. Now there is cuffing ribbing with the CU at 6 fabrics, but it's actually an open piece of fabric. So I always suggest, if anybody asks me how much of this do you need if you're going to make a sweatshirt and you want to do your neck, your cuffs and your hembands, a half a meter is normally lots. So even though this looks really, really narrow, honestly, if you cut this to double whatever width you want the bottom band to be, it will stretch out. It's really, really cool. So that is that, and we have it in loads of colours. Then is that ribbing? The ribbing on my jumper? This is out of stock, but it's due in. It's actually on a pallet on its way. It's somewhere out in the sea at the moment, so I'll have this one back in, and I've ordered 2 boxes of each. So we have this one, and we had one that was a little bit wider, and it's just so good, and it's lovely with all of our plain ones. It's really, really cool. So Tina says, would you use soft sweat fabrics with t-shirt patterns? You could use it for both, Tina. Yeah. So these poppy cuffings are a cuffing like that. They're actually like open at the end there, so you can see the way they've been knit. And they are a 1.35 meter, so they will do. I know that I can do the bottom band of a sweatshirt and I can do the cuffs, but I can't do the neckband. So on a few occasions, I've used these and I've used the fabric itself on the neckband, because to buy 2 of them for me is just a waste in case I'm not going to use it again. So that's them. The other type of sweatshirting that we have then in plain colours is a modal sweatshirting, and it is gorgeous. I don't personally pre-wash the poppy cuffing. No, I don't. I don't, and I've never had any problems with it at all. No. So these are the modal soft sweatshirtings, and they are a lovely drapey. Oh, they're so nice. So we love the modal. So they're really lovely and soft. There's a bit of weight to them, but they're much drapier. So these would be really good if you wanted to make, now you can make sweatshirts, you can make jumpers, you could make a lovely Charlie jumper with them. You could make any of your favorite sweatshirt patterns. If you wanted to make a t-shirt that had a little bit more weight and body to it, I would probably use these. It would be lovely. It would be lovely for that. That would be so cozy. That would be really lovely. Hiya, Angela. How are you? Um, so Amelia made an adorable sweatshirt recently. The Bleaker sweatshirt by Sewing in the City. Oh, that sounds cool. Oh, Viv, the dark green, the forest green sweatshirting is on its way as well. So you can let Matt know that. So we have this in loads of lovely colours as well. So the soft sweatshirting would make lovely Hudsons. I've never made a pair of Hudsons. I really want a pair of Hudsons. Or I would love a Miri dress with longer sleeves would be lovely, Jenny, wouldn't it? Oh, so nice. Plateau joggers from some of the soft sweatshirtings. Page hoodie. This is a really popular one as well, is the boxy raglan, really popular. Balloon cardigan, probably our best-selling cardigan pattern, I'd say. And then I think this one would be really cool, the Talviki sweater from Named Clothing, because as you can see with the line drawings here, it's got really lovely dart details. So that would be really, really nice in the cozy colours, I think. It'd be lovely in the modal soft sweat as well. I will, Viv. Yes, indeed. Definitely. So yeah, this lovely detail of all the darts would be so, so nice. Actually, I think it would be really lovely in the modal. It'd be really lovely. Another one here that I'd love to make as well is the Sloan sweater. So I wish they hadn't actually photographed it in the black because you can't see the details. It's got a dart detail here, and it just looks like a nice kind of semi dressed up sweater or sweatshirt, doesn't it? I think it looks lovely. Viv says the neck is spectacular. Oh, I love that word, and I really love the look of that. It looks gorgeous, and it's got a big long back to it as well, hasn't it? See that slit? Great details. That's a really lovely one. Um, yes. So I'm going to grab actually I have a few patterns here left aside as well for some wrap dresses. So this modal soft sweat would make lovely wrap dresses as well, I have to say. Okay, I'm not quite sure whether I have that down or not. So this is one that Jenny mentioned. This is the Miri dress. Now I did a sew along for this. I made it in cotton jersey. It's really nice, but I ended up kind of taking some of the width out of the back side of the skirt because it kind of stuck out a little bit too much. Didn't drape as nicely. But yeah, this would be super cozy in the modal soft sweat. I wonder what would it be like in the cozy colours. It'd be so cozy. Be really nice. Here's another lovely wrap dress as well if you want something nice and dressy. So it's the Olivia from Named. Now this would be lovely in the modal jerseys, it'd be lovely in the bamboo. It would be really lovely in some of these like patterned. I have bamboo ones there. I have jersey, viscose jersey. Be lovely, really nice. Any nice Christmas parties coming up and you just want a dress that you might wear again. Any of these lovely drapey jerseys as well would be, of course, brilliant in the kilo. That would be fabulous. And next up, Paula, you must have seen ahead of the Westcliff dress. So Michelle made the Westcliff dress and did a sew along, if I'm right, and she made it in one of these modal and cotton blend ones, and it was gorgeous. And Alison popped a lovely photograph into our Facebook group of the Miri dress in that cotton modal blend as well. I quite fancy making this for myself in this one here, which is a cotton and modal. Making up words as I go. This was a cotton in this fabric because I just think it'll be so nice, and it's actually so soft, just so soft. Love this. Um, or the Westcliff dress, yeah. And then if you did a wrap dress, you could take part in the sewing challenge that Kristen from the Dahlia Society and Danielle from Cloth Edit are running at the moment. So it's to sew a wrap item. So whether that's a dress, a top, cardigan, whatever you fancy. Okay, how are we doing for time? Only a few more minutes left. I thought we'd get through some woven fabrics as well this evening, but anyway. And these are, let me see, what's this one? Okay, I'm looking now for a French terry for you. So we don't actually have any plain French terries because our soft sweatshirting sells much better. And it's got the matching cuffing. And myself and Caris are all about the softness. We just love the coziness inside our jumpers. And yeah, that's what we're all about. So this is a French terry. So the difference between a French terry and the soft sweatshirting is there's like a looping on the background or in the back of it. So little, you can kind of see the looping. And again, as I say, I always photograph the backs of these so you can see exactly what you're getting. I know all these lovely sweatshirts that we have, they're not really thick, chunky sweatshirtings. They've all got a nice kind of, I suppose they're medium weight. They're really easy to sew, which is really brilliant. And they're just so cozy to wear. A little bit of an animal theme going on this evening. Surprise, surprise. Best jersey for PJs. Looking for soft and warm and not too heavy. I like my PJs in cotton jerseys, and we have a massive massive range of cotton jersey. In fact, I have kept some cotton jersey from the last subscription box to make myself some pajamas. I can't wait to make them. There is actually a huge selvage. There is, and it's got Poppy written on it, so it's actually really nice. I think it's a lovely selvage. Now, somebody did ask me about a cuffing that matched this actually, and I had this one out for it. So this is one of the tubular ones, and I think it's quite a nice match. So that's called Pink, and it actually goes with the next one I'm going to show you as well. So this is another, I love this. So it's gorgeous coral color, and this is I think this is what's called waves or something like that, Karis. Karis trying to find all these things. And it is I think actually you can see the looping on the back of that better. And this cuffing is really lovely with it as well. So isn't that a lovely combination? Really nice. And then this is just, I've just grabbed one of our latest viscose can make you too hot. Yeah, I wouldn't like viscose jersey for pajamas myself either. But I think the modals and the bamboos would be gorgeous as well. They'd be really nice and airy. This is a soft sweatshirting. We have masses of them, absolutely masses. And this one is fluffy on the back. So the soft sweatshirtings are usually fluffy on the back. Now, some of the French terries actually can have fluffy backing, so they can actually have a fluffy loop. So they are, yeah, you can have both on the French terries. Haley says the bamboo jersey PJs are a dream. Yes. And I just thought I would show you that, yeah, this is my favorite jumper. I think I just absolutely love this jumper. We got this fabric back in stock. This is an interlock. So it's quite a thick fabric. The outside of it is fluffy and the inside of it isn't. So this is an interlock jersey and it's lovely and it wears and washes. It's absolutely brilliant. Let me see, I just want to move the chat just for 1 minute. Oh, now I can see myself again. So we have it back in stock. In fact, Agatha came to visit me 2 Sundays ago and she was wearing her jumper and I was wearing mine and we didn't even plan it. So that's it in the ecru, and we have it in silver as well. So yeah, I love these. They're so soft. I've worn this like, and it still feels as lovely and soft. Um, this I like to call my animal print area. So these are some of the sweatshirties that we've got back in stock again lately. So this one is called Cheetah, small cheetah, mini cheetah in pink. And we have it back in blue as well. These have been really, really popular. So I made a Charlie sweater out of this and I really like it. This is my favorite one, I think. We've got more there, and we've loads of soft sweatshirting, loads of them. And down here you can see the colours in the cozy colours. So loads of colours. So yeah, I expected to show you all the woven fabrics as well this evening, but yeah, I think that's yeah, I think they're my frequently asked questions anyway, and all the knit fabrics. So let me see, where's the chat gone here? Uh, is that an animal print headache, Viv? Can you do a sew along how you made the neckline like the one you are wearing with a V-neck? I know it looks like it was made with some poppy cuffing. It was, yeah. I just followed the pattern, Linda. They're on the Atelier Jupe Charlie jumper. I used exactly the pattern and it worked out lovely. I had to put it in 3 times, so that was purely my own fault. But it just went in well, and I find that with all the Atelier Jupe patterns, everything just works. Can you see the blue cheetah? Okay, I don't want to make everybody sick by moving around. Interlock and jersey. Technically, Eliza, I don't honestly know. I just know that this is thicker and it's fluffy on the outside and not fluffy on the inside. And I've had other interlock before, and that's how it is. Tracy just wants to see the blue. There's the blue, Tracy. So, uh, so our hour is up. I hope you all enjoyed that. A little bit different this evening. So we will be back next week for our 99th episode. Unbelievable. We have some lovely, yeah, we've loads of new stuff in this week. We also have some lovely gift ideas that I'm going to get up on the website, and I will show you all through them next week. So if you wanted to buy yourself a sewing gift, or if you wanted to buy a friend a sewing gift, I will have them all here next week, and we have some really nice stuff. So what color cuffing would you put with the pink cheetah? There's a lavender color in the cuffing. That's what I used. Now I think there's only 2 of them there, but oh, thanks, Holly. Thank you. Time flies. It really does. Now the hour flies every week. There won't be a quiz next week. I think we'll do something on week 100. So yeah, join us for week 100, and we'll plan something for it. Planning a party for the 100th. Yes, we'll definitely have a Bailey's for the 100th, I think. Thanks. Oh, good. I'm glad you enjoyed that, Haley. Okay, so myself and Karis are going to go now and sit down with a cup of something warm, and we'll see you all next Sunday. Thanks so much for joining us. Bye.